Nissan just dropped the new 2024 Navara and left all the competition in shock. But you would be too if you knew what they came up with. The new model has amazing performance and exceptional design that is built on one major concept. And let me tell you, it is insane. Simply put, it is a beast, and that is thanks to one thing: incredible performance. This is not just another truck, it's an absolute beast when it comes to performance. If you want to be maneuvering through bustling city streets, tackling rugged off-road trails, or cruising along suburban lanes, this truck is for you. The base model packs a punch with a 2.5-litre 16-valve engine churning out 161 horsepower and a hefty 300 pounds of torque. But there's more. Upgrade to the higher-end models and you're looking at a beast that can pump out 187 horsepower and a jaw-dropping 330 pound-feet of torque. But there is also another option: a 2.3-litre twin-turbo diesel engine delivering a mighty 140 kilowatts of power and 330 pound-feet of torque. And with the choice of a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed automatic transmission, Nissan gives you options for customization. Plus, with its part-time 4-wheel drive system, this baby's ready to tackle anything, from towing heavy loads to tearing up the trails off-road. It's a performance package that'll leave you grinning from ear to ear. This bad boy comes in different flavors, from single cab to king cab to dual cab setups, making sure there's something for everyone. Picture this: it stretches up to a whopping 17.5 feet long, spans a generous 6.3 feet wide, and stands tall at 6.2 feet. Talk about size, but it got to the muscles too. This beast can haul some serious weight, with a payload capacity ranging from 1,900 to 2,800 pounds. Whether you're loading up for work or play, the Navara's got your back. But hold on to your seats, we're just getting started. From the state-of-the-art tech wizardry to awe-inspiring aesthetics, this truck transcends mere transportation. It embodies a way of life. It's not just about raw power, it's about performance too. Built upon a shared platform with the Mitsubishi Triton, which has been making waves in Australia since its early debut in 2024, the 2025 Nissan Navara promises to be a game-changer. Insights shared at the Japan Mobility Show hinted a bold direction for the Navara's design and functionality. Alfonso Elisa, Nissan's global design chief, draws parallels between the styling cues of the US market Frontier and the Pathfinder SUV. The 2024 Nissan Navara, while a robust vehicle, is not without its issues. You should be aware of this. I don't want to get you caught up in the exciting stuff and totally look over the problems, so watch carefully. Issues and plans. On previous models, there were reports of problems such as engine difficulties related to faulty fuel injectors, which can cause idling issues or engine cutouts. The engine timing chain is another component that may suffer from premature wear, risking engine failure if it malfunctions. But that's not all. Picture this: you're cruising down the road and suddenly, bam! You hit a snag with gear shifts. It's like trying to navigate a maze with your eyes closed. Some drivers find themselves wrestling with gears that just won't budge, or a ride that decides to slip out of gear when you least expect it. That's crazy, right? Now, why does this happen? Well, it's like opening up Pandora's box. There could be a bunch of reasons. Maybe the clutch or gearbox was acting up, or perhaps the transmission fluids were running on empty. And let's not forget the possibility of some parts in the transmission system throwing a tantrum. Some folks have also griped about feeling like they're steering a tank at snail's pace and dealing with tech inside that's straight out of the Stone Age. We're talking about gadgets that wouldn't impress your grandma, let alone a modern driver. But hey, not everyone's dealing with these hiccups, and most of them are fixable with a little tinkering. Yeah, regular maintenance and getting those repairs done consistently can work wonders. And this has happened to other brands too. In fact, well-established and trusted brands like Ford and Toyota have had their fair share of recalls, but this hasn't even reached there. But Nissan has pulled out all the stops with its revamped Navara models, addressing concerns head-on with a slew of upgrades tailored to boost performance, durability, and user-friendliness, especially on the 2024 model. Say goodbye to worrying about heavy loads bogging you down. Nissan beefed up the rear axle, ensuring it can handle whatever you throw its way, making hauling a breeze. Plus, there's more room to play with thanks to the increased payload capacity, giving you the green light to load up without hesitation. But most importantly, Nissan made a huge upgrade under the hood. Say goodbye to the clunky gear shifts. Thanks to the Navara's exclusive 9-speed automatic transmission, it's like having a conductor orchestrating a symphony of seamless transitions, ensuring every drive feels like a joyride. And when it comes to steering, Nissan didn't miss a beat. They've swapped up the steering rack for smoother sailing at low speeds, making tight maneuvers a walk in the park. Plus, they've reinforced the Navara's core with a full-length, fully boxed ladder frame, adding an extra dose of toughness to the mix for unparalleled handling and stability. With these upgrades, get ready for a ride like never before, because when it comes to reliability and driving experience, Nissan's Navara is in a league of its own. Nissan proves it's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about enjoying the journey every step of the way. And I have to say that this is really what is killing the competition. Let me explain. You see, all of this is thanks to one concept – practicality. This powerhouse isn't just a truck, it's a multitasking marvel, blending workhorse capabilities with leisure-ready features seamlessly. I mean, seriously, what else can you ask for? It has a towing capacity that'll make your jaw drop, a whopping 7,700 pounds. Need to carry some serious cargo? No sweat. The Navara boasts a jaw-dropping carrying capacity of up to 2,500 pounds. It's like having a freight train in a sleek, stylish package. But that's not all. The trunk bed got a makeover too, now offering even more space for your gear. And to top it off, they've thrown in a nifty integrated step in the rear bumper for easy-peasy access. No more acrobatics are required when loading up your haul. And let's talk structure. This beast isn't just tough, it's built like a fortress. With a full-length, fully boxed ladder frame, the Navara oozes strength and stability. Plus, with a rigid 5-link rear suspension system, even the bumpiest roads feel like a smooth sail on calm waters. On top of all this, the higher trims of the Navara are loaded with futuristic features, like Nissan's amazing around-view monitor. It's like having eyes in the back of your head, providing a 360-degree view of your surroundings, making tricky maneuvers a breeze. Now I have to be honest, this is not the only tech feature it's had, but let's not geek out over the tech too much, because this thing is full of other features too. According to industry insiders, there's some uncertainty swirling around whether the Frontier will undergo another redesign. Rumor has it that Nissan might even consider going back to square one, possibly infusing electric power into the mix. But that is just a rumor, so we'll not waste your time on it. Instead, let's talk about the real deal. Price and competition. Plans are underway for Navara to roll off production lines in Thailand by mid-2024, with a targeted launch in markets like Australia, followed by expansions to manufacturing facilities in Mexico and the US in subsequent years. And now we know that the 2024 Nissan Navara doesn't come with a one-size-fits-all price tag. No, it's got a whole spectrum of prices, depending on what floats your boat in terms of model and specs. We're talking about a starting price of around $33,050 for the bare bones, no thrills version. But hold on to your hats, folks, because if you want to go all out and get yourself the cream of the crop, you're looking at shelling out $70,765. Yeah, you heard that right. But these prices are just the tip of the iceberg. Before you hit the road in your shiny new Navara, you have to consider those pesky on-road costs and what it's up against. Although it is a unique truck that has its own appeal, the competition is not just sitting and watching Nissan dominate. Look at the Ford Ranger, for instance, coming in at a hot $36,880. It rocks a 2-liter diesel turbo engine, packing similar power punches. Known for its brute strength, the Ranger flaunts a 1-ton-plus payload and muscles up to 3,500 kilograms of towing capacity. Plus, this bad boy rolls out with top-notch driver assist features and garners applause for its silky smooth ride and refined aesthetics. I like both trucks, and the fact that both companies came out with new models that fix their previous issues is something that we should all appreciate. But it is hard to just say that one is better than the other, so check out our channel, because we've already made a video on it and you can tell us which one you like.